Thompson.
Good evening. My name's Reed Thompson. First, I'd like to say it's difficult for me to be here, and it saddens me to be here. In June 2006, David Owens, professor of law and School of Government with the Institute of Government at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, sent a written report to Gary Jackson which said, among other things, that city staff could not legally allow such modifications, referring to Green Life's loading dock. A quasi-judicial hearing with public input would be required before the city could be allowed alternative compliance. In Owens' own words, a quasi-judicial zoning decision cannot be delegated to staff, and it requires an evidentiary hearing prior to a decision. That never happened. Owens presented his report to council in August of 2006. Council adopted the report and said it would work with Green Life owners on changes to address complaints that the business violated the city's zoning laws. In January of 2007, a year ago this month, council gave Green Life 30 days to submit a plan for corrective action. Green Life failed to meet that deadline, but council failed to take any action. All members of council have taken an oath to uphold the United States Constitution, North Carolina state law, and our local ordinances. $2 a square foot is an unrealistic number to convert an office building to a grocery store. Has anyone on council looked into the possibility that something wrong happened here? Why does council want to compromise our laws to benefit someone who lied on their application in the first place? The Constitution says we are all created equal under the law. In honor of Martin Luther King's life work to promote equality and seek justice for all, I will leave you with a quote from him. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Mayor, question of staff, please. Mr. Owens, that issue of the permit, the original permit, has come up numerous times, and I think a number of us have sought clarification. Can you, the point was there was a low dollar figure, I don't remember what it was, for their initial permit that didn't seem reflective of the reality of the restoration or renovation. But that's not a trigger for some reason on this particular project. Can you provide some clarification?
I'd need to go back and research my fairly extensive file on this in order to get you information I had any confidence in, which I'd be glad to do.
I would be grateful. If memory serves me, if these folks had lied about their the cost of restoration and the grandfathering and other things they received were a direct result of their dishonesty, we would have been in a position to challenge it under normal circumstances. However, there was an exception, not anything that we granted to them, but because of the nature of the application or the process or the project that didn't trigger that reality, and would be grateful for information on it.
I'll be glad to provide a memo.
And and when I get that, I'll share it with the gentleman that just spoke, and if he's correct, we'll find a way to challenge it. Thank you.
All right. Any other comments from council? Anyone from the community who I don't have a sign-up sheet for wants to speak tonight? Councilman Newman?
Mayor, I just wanted to say that several other the invocation this evening made reference to the Martin Luther King holidays that we've just experienced as a community, and I just wanted to say thank you to you for helping to bring the mayor of Detroit to Asheville for the Martin Luther King breakfast this weekend. He was the entire event was great. It was a great community event, but he was one of the most inspiring speakers I've heard in a long, long time. So I really appreciate you working hard to bring him to be with us as part of those celebrations this weekend.
Great. All right. Thank you. All right, we have a closed session. If we can have a motion, please.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that the Asheville City Council go into closed session for the following reasons. Number one, to consult with an attorney employed by the city about matters with respect to which the attorney-client privilege between the city and its attorney must be preserved, including litigation involving the following parties: City of Asheville, BSF Retail and Commercial Operations, LLC, Bonnie Ward Law, Asheville City Council. The statutory authorization is contained in GS 143-318-11A3. Number two, to discuss matters relating to the relocation or relating to the location or expansion of industries or other businesses in the area served by the City Council, including agreement on a tentative list of economic development incentives that may be offered in negotiations, provided that any action authorizing the payment of economic development incentives will occur in open session. The statutory authority is contained in GS 143-318-11A4. Number three, to establish or to instruct the city's staff or negotiating agents concerning the position to be taken by or on behalf of the city in negotiating the terms of contracts for the acquisition of real property by purchase, option, exchange, or lease. The statutory authorization is contained in GS 143-318-11A5.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further questions or comments? All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. We're in closed session, and we'll adjourn from the closed session.